We rested in O Cebreiro, where, if the weather is good, you can enjoy a night without light pollution, gazing at the stars. Now we begin this stage, and if you think the descent begins here, you couldn't be further from the truth. We still have two peaks to climb, Alto de San Roque and Alto de Poio, the latter short but intense, taking us to an altitude of 1,335 meters. Afterwards, we walk across the plateau to Fonfría and descend towards the Oribio River Valley, a magnificent backdrop that will accompany us to Triacastela. The first stage in Galicia is eagerly awaited. Let's get started. At this point, at the exit of the Xunta de Galicia hostel, we can choose between taking the main road or the alternative route. The first follows the road above, and the second follows a track to the next village, Liñares. Here the two routes, which are similar in length, join together. We then approach the Alto de San Roque, a short distance away. On this hilltop stands the powerful sculpture by the artist José María Acuña, a giant persistent pilgrim walking against the wind. Next, the track takes us to Hospital da Condesa, with its 12th century church of San Juan. 20 minutes separate us now from Padornelo. Cyclists should now follow the road until they reach the top of the mountain pass. After the last houses of Padornelo, a very steep but short climb awaits us, climbing up to Alto de Poio, at an altitude of 1,335 meters. About half a kilometer later, we must choose between the main road and the secondary road, which diverges by 400 meters. We follow the shorter secondary road, which progresses along the high plateau with sweeping views of the Ancares and Ocurrel mountain ranges. With our strength renewed, we reach Fonfría. In this mountain village, we can still see one of the old boundary stones that mark the last 140 kilometers to Santiago, a piece of heritage that must be preserved at all costs. We begin to lose some altitude on the way to Biduedo, a village in the municipality of Triacastela, and a former priory of the Order of St. John. Here we pass by the Church of San Pedro, with its walls made of slate and limestone masonry. The descent now plunges towards the valley of the Oribio River, with 3 kilometers separating us from Fillobal. The temperature rises as we descend, and we leave the snow behind us. From Fillobal we head to Pasantes, where the sober chapel of the Virgen de los Remedios is located. We continue on to the village of Ramil, where we stop to admire the 100-year-old chestnut tree. It is undoubtedly one of the most photographed natural monuments on the entire route, both now without leaves as we find it, and when it is leafy. A stone's throw away, we enter Triacastela, the end of our stage. We finally arrive in Triacastela. I'll tell you an anecdote that is recorded in the Codex Calistino. Medieval pilgrims used to come to a quarry near here to collect stones and take them to Castañeda in Arzúa. There, lime was made for the construction of the new Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, which is the one we see today. Now we will rest, and very importantly, we have to think about what to do next. Tomorrow we can choose the route via Samos or the one that passes through San Gil. Buen camino!